Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm nervous to talk today. My face is like getting all red and everything. Maybe too much coffee. Not sure. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about, well, first of all, you're going to see a powerlifting vlog. I squat 285 pounds, which is really exciting. Spoiler alert. As someone who's recovering from a knee injury, it's nice to make a little comeback finally. But what I really wanted to talk about today before we actually get into the powerlifting footage is how powerlifting has improved my mental health. I realized that I liked lifting because one of the things that I always loved as a kid was I would like lift something up and somebody would always be like, oh my gosh, you're so strong. And I was like, ooh, I like to hear that. So that's what got me interested in lifting in general. In 2013, I started to see bikini competitors and I started to think maybe this is going to be my thing. And as it turned out, it wasn't my thing. I developed an eating disorder and it messed with my head for years to come. And I was like, I miss feeling empowered. Like, how did this even happen? And then I realized it was because, one, I already struggled with mental health for basically my entire life. And we're in a society where you have to look a certain way to feel like you will receive society's approval. And this is from both men and women. But from my perspective, it's not just a woman feeling like, oh, I need a man's approval. You also feel like you need other women's approval as well. And it's just it's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck. Up until this point, I hadn't struggled with body issues at all. And then to have one more thing, I already struggled with self-approval in basically every other aspect of my life. And then to have one more reason to just constantly critique myself and my body and why is my body not changing as quickly as it's supposed to. I need to cut more calories. I need to go harder in the gym. I need to do more cardio. And when you have constant people on social media because you're sharing your journey because you think it's fun, critiquing your every little, oh, it looks like you are holding a lot of water weight. It looks like this and that and this and that. And these were never things that I paid attention to before because all I paid attention to was I love lifting and this feels empowering. So then to constantly be obsessed with how I'm looking when I am already not approving of myself, of every other aspect of my life, and I feel like I'm not good enough in every way, bodybuilding just tore me down. And the one thing that was empowering to me became the thing that just destroyed me even further. So I soon discovered that bodybuilding was not my thing. And the thing is, I love bodybuilding. I think it is fun and empowering, but when you are struggling with your own self-approval and your own self-confidence, it can tear you down more than it can lift you up. And I didn't realize this at the time. It was just part of the journey that I had to go on. And it's kind of conflicting in bodybuilding because a lot of people post-show will talk about having post-show binges. There's a lot of competitors who find a way to normalize eating disorders on both ends of the spectrum. And I just thought that I wasn't handling my post binges very well. Eating disorders are sometimes normalized in fitness in general, but especially in bodybuilding. You know, some people thrive and do so dang well and don't struggle with those same issues, but for me, I struggled with those issues and it made me feel worse in the moment. I'm not saying that, who knows, maybe I'll compete again. I have no idea. So then when I got into powerlifting, I was like, whoa, this was what I wanted this entire time. I didn't know this existed, but this is what I wanted and this is what I needed. It just made me realize, oh my gosh, I have been involved in the wrong sport this entire time. So the reason why powerlifting really helped me in my mental health and empowerment is because, first of all, your goals when you're powerlifting are not in relation to how you look, but in how you feel and your strength. It's nice when you are struggling with your mental health to not focus on your body. And when you're constantly focused on body image, you're just going to constantly focus on one more thing that just is not perfect. So to have goals that are just not focused around your body, I think is ideal when you do struggle with your mental health. So that is the first thing, is it helps you feel empowered because you're getting stronger and you're realizing that your worth isn't about how you look. When you step up there, it's about the work that you put in strength-wise versus the work that you put in to cut calories and take away from yourself, which if you're not struggling with your mental health, this isn't the way that competitors think about it. But for someone who is struggling with themselves, it feels like you're taking away. For me personally, at least, it feels like you're taking away rather than adding to your life. And when you feel like you're taking more away, you feel your mental health diminish even more. And another really big one is that you are setting goals and then you have a plan that you're following, and it really helps to build this confidence up when you are consistent with yourself, when you are going in there and just working your ass off and feeling empowered in the moment. But also when you start seeing the results happen for you, not only do you have the confidence from just feeling good in the moment from lifting, but you start building up this confidence of, if I set goals and I have a plan and I follow that plan, I will get the results. It's about putting in the work. It builds up the confidence that you can accomplish things and that you can be successful, and all it takes is following that plan and setting those goals. And I think that really helped me in all aspects of my life. I was always someone who, again, struggled with my mental health, so I thought I could never accomplish anything in my life. It's just what your brain has a way of convincing you of. Now, bodybuilding screwed that up for me, because I thought for a second for sure, this like proved my anxiety to me. I for sure can't accomplish anything because I just failed and developed a binge eating disorder. But then powerlifting came and showed me, no, this wasn't the thing for you. This wasn't it for you, but there is a thing that is it for you. And bodybuilding wasn't what I actually wanted. I wanted the bodybuilding because I liked the lifting. I felt empowered in the gym. So overall, powerlifting, I think, is an incredible sport to get involved with, whether you compete or not, just to show yourself that you don't have to look a certain way. So hopefully this will help give some insight into why I love powerlifting. And if you're looking for your thing that will make you feel most empowered in fitness, I definitely think you should at least give powerlifting a try. But let's get into the video. I squat 285 pounds and it's so exciting. I also was having a bad mental health day when I filmed this, and I was not expecting it to go well. I was complaining in the video. I was like, I don't even want to be filming, and I'm so glad I did. I do struggle with my mental health a lot, and it just goes to show that you can take what you're struggling with out on the weights. It's just you versus you in there. So that's how it's helped me. Let's get into the rest of the video. All right, it is another SBD day. We are starting with squats. We're supposed to be going up to RP 8, and we're doing a 4x3 today. Last week I did 4x4 and I worked up to 245, so I'm already over that if I hit this. Recovery is not feeling as good as it was last week, so I think I need to work on more explosiveness and power from the hole, which is what I was doing really well last week. But yesterday I basically laid in bed all day because I drank on Friday night. Here we are on Sunday still trying to recover from that. Not have a good grip on that bar. All right, that did not feel too bad. Would definitely go up in weight, but I'm gonna wait to do that because I want to make sure I'm hitting depth. I couldn't tell honestly from that angle. The perception will change based off of where the camera is. To me that didn't look like depth, but it probably was. I just need to double check if it was depth. We're going up in weight. I just need to be more explosive. I keep forgetting. That's what we're working on right now. And honestly, if I'm being honest with y'all, I am not feeling like filming. I just know I want to see this progress when I look back. So I am filming, but bruh, this weekend was like an emotional roller coaster. That's that. We take it out on the weights, and that is the reason why I lift. Because without it, I'd be a monster. I mean, I am a monster, but in the gym, you know, it's where you get to take it out, where you get to release that energy, and it's freaking great, but like not feeling like lifting. And it's also because there's a lot of people around in here right now. Even though it's quiet, there's a lot of people in here, and I'm anxious. I'm just so drained, but oh god, there's people coming. I'm gonna turn this off and just lift, okay?
Up. Come on. Blow it up, come on.
That felt good. We now have 2 45s, a 25, and a 5 on the bar. I don't know what weight that is. I'm so bad at math and I don't want to know what weight it is because, I mean, I get in my head over everything, including the weight room. So we just added basically another 10 pounds to the bar. We're gonna see how it feels. And obviously we don't want to overshoot, but it's kind of hard. Like when you're a beginner at lifting, you're going to overshoot. And also I feel kind of like I'm getting back in that beginner stage. Like I'm in that beginner stage all over again, just because it's been so long since I have actually been able to lift heavy with my knee. It's been like maybe the past 6 months since I've been able to like really lift heavy on the barbell. I should hit this because the last set was so smooth. You know, my weight is kind of just exploding all of a sudden this cycle. And part of the reason, again, is that progressive overload, the double progressions that I'm doing. I think that's a huge part. But in addition to that, I'm also incorporating quad movements back into my routine, which I wasn't doing prior, and especially leg presses. Sorry, leg presses were the only one I was doing. I was especially avoiding step ups, lunges, and leg extensions, especially the leg extensions, because it is an open chain movement. Typically, especially if you have a knee injury, when you are doing something with an open chain movement, meaning your foot is not connected to the ground when you do it, you put your knee at more risk for injury when it's an open chain movement. So I avoided that. But this cycle I also added those 3 movements back in my program, and it is definitely doing me good. So very excited about that.
I came here to say, what's the record?
What record?
For Arkansas.
Fuck, I don't know. It's on my phone.
Well, whatever that fucking record is, she's coming for it.
I'm coming for it.
Lexus and O'Hara.
Oh wow, you remembered my...
So you remember that?
Oh, I'm scared.
Fast. Up. Slow down. Come on.
There's something going on inside of me. I feel it going so good.
Push.
Never just believe in what I see. 'Cause I can feel the energy.
Oh shit. I was gonna black out. I just hit 285. I cannot believe. Okay, so that was very exciting. I am very excited about that. But we're gonna go right into deadlifts next. No one's really mentioned it on YouTube, but also my platform's kind of small on YouTube and on Instagram. But anyways, people usually ask me more questions on Instagram in the DMs just because it's more private, I guess. I don't know. But people usually ask why I don't deadlift with a belt, and I don't really have a good answer for it. I probably should/could. It's just that when I first got started, I never liked it, and so I never made it a habit, and so I've specifically always deadlifted without a belt. Now every once in a while I will utilize a belt. I feel so hyped about that squat. Last time I felt hyped about my squat last week with the 245, which is funny now because it's freaking 40 pounds heavier. Last time I felt hyped after that because I was like, oh yeah, my deadlifts are gonna be I'm gonna hit like rep over 300. Not really sure what I'm gonna hit today with deadlifts. I have absolutely no expectations because deadlifts went so terribly last time. So there's that. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and deadlift warm up. All right, so deadlifts are definitely going to go the same as they did last week. I just hit, what is this? 255 for 3. Way more of a struggle than I wanted it to be. Three more sets. I didn't even film this because I honestly was still expecting this to be warm-up weight. It's a little harder than I want it to be, but we're not mad about it because at least one of my lifts is going well. So I'm doing 265 for 3, and it definitely feels like a bitch, that's for sure. It'd be wise if I dropped the weight down right now. Am I going to though? No, I'm not. I'm not going to. we're finishing up on bench now. This is my last set. I forgot to do a little talk in on bench just because it always used to be my favorite lift and it's recently become blah. My bench has not been progressing the way I was hoping, but we're hitting 165 or aiming to hit 165 for 3. We'll see how that looks. The last set was not, I mean, it was a little bit of a struggle, but I think 165 is doable. Just gonna be a push, which is okay. And that's really all I have to say. All right, we'll go ahead and let you see this side. I've mostly been showing you guys this side with my shoulder injury, so we'll see if this side moves a little better. This is a little crooked, it seems. There we go. That was wild. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. And if you're not subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe. Oh my gosh, words are hard. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat